when you have an idea for some sort of creative endeavor or advancement in your life, you should probably start getting to work on that immediately. And when I say that, I don't mean that you should just go and buy a parachute and jump out of a plane if you think that you want to go skydiving. No, but you should at least start trying to get that idea into reality somehow, whether it's doing the research, putting it down on paper, going and learning about it somewhere, taking classes on it, something that is moving you toward actually realizing the potential of that idea. And there's 3 reasons why I say this. And the first reason is that this is the time when you're going to be the most passionate about doing this thing. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. This is the time where you're most likely to actually do the thing. This beautiful new idea just popped into your head. You're super motivated by it. All your brain can think about is this thing. So maybe you just got the idea that you want to start bodybuilding and you're a complete beginner to the whole idea of even weightlifting. If you get up, go to the gym, or buy a pair of dumbbells or something, there's no other time where you're more likely to do 20 curls than you are at that moment when you get the idea to do it. And then when you go out and actually do the thing, you're just giving yourself that positive reinforcement of, man, I had an idea, something that I wanted to do. I went and did it, and I feel amazing. Now, reason number 2 is that you're not allowing yourself time to even doubt the idea, and for it to just be pushed into the back of your mind and never even started in the first place. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten an idea for a video or a melody for a song that I wanted to write, and I didn't immediately start working on it or writing the lyrics to it or recording a demo of what I have in my head, and the idea just went to the ether. It never came to be. And it's sad because I feel like there could have been some really cool ideas in there, but now they're pretty much gone. And maybe one day they'll come back to my head, but I kind of just have to chalk those up as losses at this point. You know what? I've actually had times where I've written entire songs and just didn't record them, and then I went back like months or years later and tried to record the song with the same fervor that I had on the topic when I actually wrote the song, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't muster up the passion, the emotion, that feverish, I just couldn't muster it up to get it out of me and make it sound like it could have when I first had this idea. And also, when you let the idea sit in itself for a little bit too long, you start poking holes in it. You talk to other people about it and they start poking holes in it. They start instilling that doubt in your head that
You shouldn't do that. You're never going to be able to do. You can't be successful. Oh, there's too many people already doing it. You can't.
It just, I don't know. It's kind of sad because you let yourself and other people discourage you from something that you probably really cared about. And the third reason is that starting now will allow you so much more time to expand on and flesh out and elaborate on this idea that it could turn into something really great someday. You're sitting there one day and this idea for a business pops into your head and you think, man, this could really be something. Maybe this will be $1 billion business someday. So you go and you start writing it down. You start looking on Google and trying to do some market research or whatever the terminology is for actually fleshing out the idea. You do that and then you keep doing it and you keep doing it. And eventually maybe you build a prototype and then maybe you can pitch it to some sort of investors. And then those investors can see how much time and effort you've put into this idea, and they want to fund your whole project. And you can apply this to music or creative ideas or whatever it is, and maybe that thing turns into the next Thriller, or maybe you turn into the next PewDiePie and be the most subscribed person on YouTube. Maybe, even if you don't, at least you fully thought out this idea, gave it a proper try, and saw that, okay, this wasn't it, and move on to the next idea. At least you won't end up at a point later in your life where you have all these untested theories just locked away in a vault in the back of your brain that you never tried, and you don't have the motivation to try anymore, and you're not even passionate about that type of thing anymore. I personally think that's the more sad reality to live in, where you never tried anything that you cared about, and you don't know what your potential could have been. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to act on this idea because it's a video about immediately acting on ideas, and I just didn't want to be a hypocrite. So yeah, if you got any value out of this video, like the video. If you like what I'm doing here, subscribe. I'm trying to get more consistent with the uploads so that I can actually turn this into something and help somebody other than myself. So yeah, if you like that, then stick around. But for now, I'm out.